Hi everyone, welcome to Seoul Tarot. Today's reading is about the person you can't stop thinking about. We'll see why they keep crossing your mind, whether they think about you too, and if this connection is truly meant to be. So we have 4 different groups today, as usual. We have group 1 with this opal ring, group 2 with this little teddy bear, group 3 with this huge rhodonite heart, group 4 with this rose quartz heart. So timestamps are in the description box as well as in the comment section below, and I will see you in your reading. So why can't you stop thinking about this person? Why can't you stop thinking about this person? Group 1. Why can't you thinking about this person? Why can't you thinking about this person? Group 1. Group 2. Group 3, group 4. Okay. Are they thinking about you too? Are you on their mind too? Yes or no? You're gonna say yes or no. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh no. Okay. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean like completely no. I'm gonna get into it, but yeah. Oops. Okay. So what's next between you and this person? What is this relationship going, if there is any? 1. No, oh sorry, I'll do it again because I was meant to ask if they are thinking about you too, and if they are, in what way? Sorry. Yeah, something just distracted me, but now I'm back, don't worry. Oh wow. So, what's next between you and this person? Oh no, actually, sorry about that. Yeah, are they thinking about you? In what way? What are they thinking about you? What? Oh wow. Okay. So now, what's gonna happen between you two? So if it says like this, but don't worry, this is like current feelings that they have about you. So it can always change. Oh wow. So what is gonna happen between you two? What is next? What can you expect? Okay. Okay. Oh. All right. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. Hi, group 1. If you chose this opal ring, this is your reading. So why can't you stop thinking about this person? Right now, you probably don't see this person as often as you used to. Maybe not at all. And even if you still talk, it's not like before. When you think back to the time when you are in contact more often, it feels like you never really showed how you felt. You liked them quietly, kept everything to yourself, and maybe even suffered a bit because of it. You had a bit of a fantasy about them too. You imagined what it would be like to date them, to share daily life together. Deep down, you thought they would be the one to make a move, so you waited, but they didn't really do anything, and that left you disappointed. Now, you sometimes wonder, if I would been a bit more open, would things have turned out differently? That thought keeps circling back, and that's why you can't stop thinking about them. And part of you still feels like the door isn't fully closed. Even though this person never properly expressed their feelings, you probably caught some signs, a look, a tone of voice, a small gesture that hinted at interest. It wasn't outright love, but there was something there, and you felt it. So a part of you keeps thinking, if we ran into each other again, if we had a proper talk, maybe those feelings would come alive again. That small sense of unfinished business, that lingering connection, is what keeps them on your mind. So are they thinking about you too? So yeah, they still think about you too, but their feelings aren't quite as deep or emotional as yours. To be honest, not much has changed for them. Back then, they were interested, curious about who you really were, wanting to understand you a bit more. They definitely knew you liked them. They picked up on that straight away, and they noticed your value from the start. You are someone who naturally attracts attention. Others notice you, talk about you, and that made you even more appealing to this person. You know that thing people do, when someone's admired by others, it suddenly makes them more desirable. That's exactly what happened here. They genuinely liked the attention you gave them. It made them feel good, made them feel seen. But because you never really acted on your feelings or showed them clearly, their emotions never had the chance to grow deeper. They didn't dislike you, they just weren't moved enough to act. Even now, if you reached out first, they would probably respond. There is a chance you could reconnect. They might even contact you first one day, because part of them is still curious about you. But, and this is important, they are not ready for a serious relationship. They weren't back then, and they are not now. Their life feels heavy, tiring, maybe stressful. There's nothing particularly exciting happening for them at the moment. They are emotionally drained and don't have much energy for anything deep or demanding. You were honestly one of the brightest parts of their life. Talking to you, getting attention from someone like you, it made them feel good about themselves. It lifted their confidence. You made them feel like they were worth something again. But even so, what they want right now isn't necessarily a committed long-term relationship. What they are after feels more casual. Physical attraction, comfort, light-hearted connection. They would never admit that directly though, because they know you wouldn't accept that kind of offer. So instead, they just keep that thought to themselves. To this person, you are someone they remember warmly, someone kind, uplifting, and beautiful to be around. You gave them a glimpse of how it feels to be appreciated. They still think about that. So what's next for this connection? I mean, you picked the ring, which shows that you are someone who values loyalty, commitment, and real love, not something fleeting, You want a person who shows up, keeps promises, and stands beside you through it all. There's a chance you could reconnect with this person. You might hear from them, or you could be the one who reach out at first. Either way, communication can happen. But if it happens soon, it's likely to stay lighthearted, more like casual dates or friendly meetups rather than a serious relationship. The feelings between you aren't gone, but the balance is tricky. You could easily end up giving more again, putting in more effort, emotion, while they stay a bit passive. that same uneven pattern could repeat. If you do reconnect now, you might end up being the one who eventually walks away again, because this person still isn't ready to show their real self. They enjoy how you see them, the version of them that looks better through your eyes, and they are afraid of losing that image. Right now, their life feels heavy. They are busy, stressed, and emotionally tired. They don't have the space to open up fully or change much about themselves. So even if you talk again, they will probably hide the side of them they don't want you to see. So for now, they are not in the right state to give you the steady, loyal love you want. You might get nice words, kind gesture, or flirty messages, and they will mean those things. But when it comes to long-term effort, they just can't manage it yet. Over the next 10 months or so, their situation doesn't look like it's shifting much. That's why it's better not to rush in or reach out too quickly. If things are meant to align again, it will happen when you both have more space and clarity. When that time comes, when both of you are single, more settled, and emotionally ready, this person could finally see your worth properly, then it could truly work. But right now, the timing is a little off. It's not that it will never happen. It's just that it's not the right season for it. And the ring you chose is a clear message. Real love and real partnership are ahead for you. You have such a pure, loyal heart, and the cards are showing that you will absolutely find someone who values that. Someone honest, devoted, and emotionally open. Your energy is glowing at the moment. You are becoming more magnetic, and that's going to draw the right kind of person in soon. The one who doesn't just like you, but who's ready for you. So for now, don't fixate on this person too much. Keep your heart open, because you are also about to attract someone far more aligned with the kind of love you truly deserve. Of course, if you still want to see where it is going with this person, you can, though it might not be easy. It's not completely impossible, so it's really up to you. So that's everything I have for you, group number 1. Hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video, and subscribe my channel. I'm offering personal readings, so please reach out to me by email. A little bit of information is down below in the description box. So yeah, thank you again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi group 2, if you chose this little teddy bear, this is your reading. So why can't you stop thinking about this person? So it feels like it's been quite a long time since you and this person actually saw each other or properly talked. The connection has faded over time maybe, but from what I can see here, this person was probably the one who left first. The situation made it impossible for you to hold on to them. You couldn't do anything about it. That's why, to you, this person has always remained the one that got away, you know? They are that person who walked out of your life, the one you couldn't have, or the one you had but lost in such a painful way and frustrating way that you still think about it now. They've left a real mark on your heart. Back then, it broke you in ways other people might not have even noticed. You had to pick up yourself up piece by piece, and it wasn't easy at all. Some of you might have reached out for help. Maybe you spoke to a professional, maybe you turned to readings like this one, or you read and listened to things to try to understand why this happened and how to heal, and you did. You've done an incredible job healing. You are nowhere near where you were when this person first left. You've walked through so much of that pain, and because of that, the universe or whatever higher power you believe in has rewarded you with growth. You are not just stronger now, you are wiser, calmer, and more grounded than ever before. You can probably feel it too. I'm not the same person anymore. You've improved emotionally, mentally, even in how you carry yourself. You are much more stable now. And that's exactly where these thoughts about them start creeping in. Because now you can't help but wonder, if they saw me now, would they regret it? Would they still walk away if they saw who I've become? There's that quiet part of you that thinks, if we met again, they would see the difference. That thought, that curiosity about whether they would finally see your worth, that's what keeps them coming back to your mind. Not because you haven't moved on, but because part of you knows they left before seeing the best version of you. So are they thinking about you too? Yes, they are. And quite a lot more than you think. They've noticed the change in you. They see that you've grown, that you are more grounded, more resilient, more, sure of yourself. They are looking at you and thinking, wow, they've really changed. But one thing's clear. Let's get this one thing straight. When they left you back then, it wasn't because they didn't like you or thought you weren't good enough. They already knew you are a good person. They saw your charm, your potential, and your heart. They were aware of your worth even then. It's just that at the time, they had something else they need to focus on, something big, a goal, a dream, a responsibility, a path they had to follow. Maybe it was work, maybe it was family, maybe it was something deeply personal, but to chase that, they felt they couldn't take you with them. It wasn't fair, it wasn't right, but in their mind, it was necessary. They didn't leave because you lacked anything. They left because they were chasing something they didn't have space for you in that moment. And deep down, they told themselves they were doing the right thing. Now though, when they look at you, whether that's in real life or through like social medias or through memories, they can feel how much you've evolved. You are more balanced, more self-assured. They can sense that your energy matches theirs much better now. It feels like you've caught up to each other in a way. They are seeing you as someone who's not just emotionally attractive, but someone stable, someone who could actually walk beside them this time. The same qualities they once thought might not fit their life now look like exactly what they need. But here's the interesting part. They don't really feel guilty for what happened. There is not a deep sense of regret or sorrow. It's more like that's just how things had to be at the time. They are not beating themselves up over it. They think they made the right choice back then, but now they are curious to see where you are at. So yes, they are watching, thinking, and wondering what it would be like now. Maybe not out of guilt, but out of genuine interest and real attraction. So what's next for this connection? You will probably hear from them again. They might be the one to reach out, maybe casually, like nothing ever happened, like, hey, how have you been, kind of message out of nowhere, or some excuse to start a conversation. And it will feel natural, actually. You won't need to chase, the moment will just show up, but when it does, you might feel mixed emotions. Part of you will be curious, maybe even excited, but another part will think, really, now, after everything? It might sting a bit to realize that they are coming back only after you've become your best self. Still, once you start talking, the energy between you will shift. There is potential for something new, and the feelings you share this time are real. They are not shallow or fake, but for you, it might still feel bittersweet. There is truth in it, but it's also a bit like too little too late. So this next stage really depends on your choice. If you are able to let go of the past and just take things as they come, you could actually build something solid together. It could work this time. Calmer, more mature, more equal. But if part of you still feels that old pain or resentment, you might decide to walk away for good. You might think, no, I've waited long enough. I deserve someone who doesn't need years to realize my worth. I mean, their emotions are genuine, but they've come at the wrong time. It's not that they don't mean it, they do. It's just that this awakening happened later than it should have. So now the choice is yours. You can open that door again, or you can finally close it and step into something completely new. So yeah, that's everything I have for you, group number 2. Hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, group 3. If you chose this rhodonite heart, this is your reading. So why can't you stop thinking about this person? This person really liked you, like properly liked you. No question about it. Even if they never came right out and said the words, their feelings were obvious. It wasn't subtle. You could tell, and so could anyone who saw the two of you together. It was that clear. But at the start, you weren't fully open to them. Maybe you doubted whether they were being genuine. Are they serious or just playing around? Or maybe you just weren't in the right space for a relationship back then. It could have been timing or circumstances that didn't quite match. This person, even though they were showing interest, never properly confessed or made things official. They didn't say, I like you, let's be together. And that's what made it confusing. They gave you attention, they complimented you, they made it feel like something was happening, but then they didn't follow through. So for you, it felt mixed. They are obviously into me, so why won't they do anything about it? You didn't know whether to take it seriously or not. And maybe because of that, the whole thing just fizzled. Life got in the way, or you drifted apart, and now you don't see them much or at all. But lately, you've been thinking about them again. You miss the way they made you feel, the attention, the warmth, those little moments that lifted you. Their compliment, their playful energy is all stuck with you more deeply than you realized. Now that you've had the time to reflect, you might be thinking, why did I doubt them so much? Why didn't I just go with it? That thought keeps coming back, and it's turning that old curiosity into something stronger. What used to be confusion or hesitation has now become real interest. Now you are not just wondering what if. You actually want this person. That's why you can't get them out of your head. So are they thinking about you too? Yes, absolutely. This person still thinks about you a lot, and they are single at the moment. There is no one else around. They are alone, and they've been feeling that emptiness more lately. So you and this person, both of you missed your moment. It wasn't one-sided. You both let it slip, and now you both look back and feel that same regret. When they first showed interest, they weren't ready for a proper relationship. They liked you, but they didn't have the emotional or practical stability to handle anything serious. Deep down, they felt like they weren't enough for you. They might have been younger or less experienced, or maybe not as stable financially, emotionally, or career-wise. So even though they wanted you, they pulled back. They probably told themselves, I'm not ready. This isn't the right time, and quietly stepped away. Now, even though their life isn't completely sorted, they can't shake off the thought of you. They are sitting with this mix of longing and regret, thinking, I shouldn't have let them go. They want another chance, but they also know they are still not in the perfect position to give you what you deserve. They are aware of it. Part of them realizes they are being a bit unrealistic, that what they want and what they can actually handle might not match right now. And yet their heart doesn't care. Their emotions are louder than logic. That's why they haven't reached out yet. They are holding back because they know they are not ready, but they still can't stop thinking about you. So what's next for this connection? Right now, they are struggling quietly, thinking about you, missing you, replaying the what ifs in their head. They are in the emotional space where they can't let go, but they also don't know how to move forward. So after a bit more time, maybe a few months from now, they are going to contact you. You will get a message and it will probably catch you off guard. It will be casual at first, but the moment you see their name pop up, your heart will skip a bit. At first, you'll be unsure. Are they reaching out? Why are they reaching out now? You might question whether it's real this time. Are they just bored? Is it just loneliness? And honestly, it might feel like the old them again. They will come in with that same charm, playful, flirty, teasing. They will probably compliment you too, like maybe even in a cheeky, slightly bold way. Something about your looks, your energy, they will make it clear they are still drawn to you. That's why you will hesitate. It will remind you of how uncertain things felt before. But this time there's a difference. This time their feelings are genuine. They are not playing games or trying to test you. They really don't want to lose you again. They want a proper chance with you. They are not coming in perfectly ready or with their whole life sorted, but emotionally they are sincere. They don't want to mess it up again this time. So yes, there is a very good chance things could actually work out between you two. You could reconnect and start an actual relationship with this person this time. It might not be the easiest love though, because they're still finding their feet, but the feelings will be strong. The chemistry will be intense. If you do get together again, it's going to be passionate. The kind of love that burns hot and fast. It will be exciting, magnetic, and maybe even a bit wild at times. You will both feel that fire again straight away. Of course, the intensity can bring a few clashes too. You'll have ups and downs, but it will be real. It will be the kind of connection that changes you. Something unforgettable. So that's everything I have for you, group number 3. Hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video and subscribe my channel. And I'm offering personal readings, so please reach out to me by email. And please check out my TikTok page. There are a few different kinds of really short readings. So yeah, thanks again for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi group 4, if you chose this rose quartz heart, this is your reading. So why can't you stop thinking about this person? The real reason you can't stop thinking about this person is because they deeply hurt you. They betrayed you in a way that was cruel and unfair. They lied, they deceived you, maybe they cheated, or maybe they pretended to care just to use you. Either way, what they did was deliberate. It wasn't a small mistake or a misunderstanding. It was something that left a mark. And you didn't do anything wrong. You gave them your heart, your time, your trust, everything you had. You were sincere, but they took advantage of that kindness. And what they did broke something inside of you. Now what's left is anger, a quiet but heavy kind of anger that sits deep inside. There's a part of you that keeps thinking, I want to do better than them. I want to rise above and make them regret it. Some of you might even feel, I want them to feel the pain they caused me. I want to see them lose what they took for granted. And that's not a bad thing. It's a very human response. When someone's treated you that badly, those emotions don't just fade overnight. You keep replaying it in your mind, partly because you still can't believe someone could do that. And partly because deep down you want justice, you want balance. That's why you can't stop thinking about them. The wound they left behind keeps tugging at your energy, reminding you that you deserve better, and you are determined to prove it, whether you realize it or not. So, are they thinking about you too? Right now, this person's attention is somewhere else. They might be seeing someone new, or they've found a distraction, something or someone that's giving them that temporary rush of excitement. It doesn't necessarily have to be a new relationship. It could be a hobby, a job, or something that keeps their mind busy. But whatever it is pulling their focus away. Here is what's important though. When they left, they knew what they did was wrong. They might not have apologized properly, but trust me, they were aware. When they walked away, a small part of them was hoping you'd somehow forgive them or just forget. They didn't want to deal with that mess they created. So right now, they are not really thinking about you in depth. They are not sitting around feeling guilt or regret. They are running from it. They are trying to fill that empty space with something new. But deep down, they know what they did will catch up to them. It always does. They haven't changed. They are still moving through life the same way, avoiding accountability, pretending everything's fine, distracting themselves with the next shiny thing. So what's going to happen between you two? This person's patterns never change. Whenever things get hard, they lie, they hide, they walk away. That's how they will deal with the discomfort, by escaping. It's their default setting. And unfortunately, people like that don't just wake up one morning and become different. Even if they meet someone new, they will do the same thing again. The same cycle, the charm, the lies, the betrayal. It will repeat itself. And when that happens, the karma's gonna do its job. The pain they caused you, they are going to face it from someone else in their own way. So no, there is no real future here. There is no healthy way for this connection to restart, because it was built on dishonesty and imbalance. But what is clear is you are heading towards something and someone much better, because when a person like this lives your life, it creates space, and into that space, the universe brings something real, someone who matches your energy, someone who's honest, loyal, emotionally grounded. That person's already on their way into your life. You might not have met them yet, but the energy is shifting. So while this person continues repeating their same mistakes, you are going to rise. You're going to build stability, success, and peace for yourself. And within a year, you will look back and realize how far ahead you've come. Right now, you might feel still angry or betrayed, and that's okay. You don't need to force forgiveness. You just need to keep moving. The justice you want is already unfolding behind the scenes, because a person like you, honest, pure-hearted, and genuine, doesn't lose in the long run. You will heal, you will grow, and when the new love walks in, you will finally see why the universe had to remove this old one. So that's everything I have for you, group number 4. Hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video, and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.